You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's America's Got Talent After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's America's Got Talent After Show.
Hello, everyone. Bing is for doing, and we are here doing another exciting AfterBuzz TV after show for your favorite show, America's Got Talent.
What's up?
And we're here excited to do the recap for episode 8, which was week 4, night 2. I'm your host, Emile Ennis Jr., and I'm joined here with my favorite people in the world.
Kyra Batte. Kaori Takee.
AJ Gibson. That
And
was quick. AJ Gibson. AJ Gibson. His favorite.
Of course. And we're about to recap this episode. I want to talk about this. One of the things we said last week for our predictions and kind of wants was that we wanted more singing. And we definitely got more of it this episode, and I feel like we may have a breakout singer. Just maybe, but we'll talk about that later.
All right.
Oh, I think I know where you're going with this.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's start off. It was day 2 in Austin, Texas. And
We just mentioned that we're in a different studio today.
oh, yeah, we're in
Okay,
studio.
thank you.
Awkward
Address the elephant in the
Elephant
room.
in the room. There actually is an elephant right off camera over there.
He's
Wait,
cute.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
And
weird.
these chairs, you can see how tall everybody is.
I'm real tall.
Yeah. Do you guys see how tall
Am I on the? Yeah, I'm good. All right, cool.
He's real tall. Yeah.
You
And
real
I feel like
small.
we sound weird, like putting like a can or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
feel like I sound really
Completely
weird, so that's why
different.
I'm laughing. Sorry, guys.
It was a little shocking.
Sound
at
fine,
first.
don't worry.
A little shocking. Is that your shocked face?
Yeah.
It's a little shocking to us. A little shocking. Continue, Emile.
Thank you, sir. So we begin this episode with Nick Cannon, and he was just in the middle of the crowd walking in the parade this time.
Just
which
walking
was a
in the
surprise.
parade.
Yeah.
Boring.
And our first act was the Aurora light painters, and they used the power of light,
They sure did.
and it was really cool.
It
Yeah.
was cool.
Okay, first thing I wrote down before they actually went out there and like started performing, I wrote down weird as shit with an exclamation point. And they asked the guy backstage, like, "You seem pretty zen. You're a pretty zen kind of guy." He's like, "I'm not as zen as you might think," and he's all like jittery. They were weird, and like the main guy, like that started the company, that started the group. He's married to one of the women.
Yeah.
And they were like kissing each other.
Yeah, they
like
kept kissing. It was annoying.
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
like weird kisses, like how you kiss like your grandmother.
Yeah.
Well, the first thing I wrote was.
My grandma was a pretty good kisser though, so maybe that's not a good.
Uh,
Wait, what? No, what were you saying?
Well, the first thing I wrote was that will be disaster. That's what I thought was they were setting us up
Yeah.
for. But
Ditto.
Yeah. They said they grew up in a commune. What's a commune?
That's how I knew it was going to be a disaster.
When I hear commune, I just hear cult. That's what I think.
just-
I don't know what a commune
it was
is.
just weird, you know. Then there was like the 2 Asian girls that were gonna be mermaidy, and I was like, no, this
Yeah.
this is gonna fail.
As all Asian girls
Yeah.
should be. We'll call them Asians.
Asians,
Mermaid Asians.
You know,
Asians.
we're sexy.
Terrible.
What can you do?
And then they said their art is a combination of art and science, which turns me off instantly because I hate everything having to do with science. I'm not very smart, but I like art.
You're smart.
And then they started and I'm
Yes.
smart.
You're smart.
You're very
I
smart.
like you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You have to say it too.
Yeah, you're smart.
Okay, all right. I like it. Welcome to the AJ show. Okay, no, but then they actually started to perform to the theme song from Avatar, and
Oh,
like,
that's
I don't know if it
I didn't
is.
know.
Is it Never as It Seems? Is that the name of the song? But that's the recurring line through that. You Avatar? You know that
I
song.
fell asleep watching that movie.
Oh my god,
I'm
it's
sorry.
beautiful.
I was like one of the only people that was like,
No, but that's the name. I think it's actually the name of the song, and it's exactly. I think they played on that.
Mhm.
They knew they were weird and quirky, and so they picked that song. It's a beautiful song. The catch line is "Never as it seems," and they were not as they seemed at all.
No.
And I felt awful because I judged them so
Mhm.
immediately.
How dare you.
Yeah.
Oh, like the rest of you
kidding.
didn't.
I did.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
That's our job.
they kind of blew me away.
Yeah, they were really cool.
I'd never seen anything like that.
It reminded me in Atlanta.
Is this the Avatar theme song?
Oh, it
No,
was.
that's the other one. That is the other one. That is one of them. That is Avatar though. That's the actual music
Crap.
from. That's the music from when
I felt like I was in the spot for a minute.
the main guy and the main girl, Zoe
I know.
Saldana, and the other character, Sam Worthington. Their characters, when they fall in love, that's the music they play. I love
glad you know
Avatar.
this.
Clearly.
No,
Clearly.
I love Avatar. It's a fantastic film. No, but it was beautiful. I thought.
But in Atlanta, we had a science museum called Sidetrek, and
Oh, you seen this?
no. But there was a
He's
cool
disappointing
thing.
you.
No, it was a really cool act, and there was a cool thing. It reminded me of when I was a child. I know it wasn't that long ago.
3 days ago.
But you would stand in front of this wall, and then your shadow, you'd walk away, and your shadow would still be there.
Oh, we had that.
Yeah.
It reminded me of that, how the image stayed there.
We have that.
They do something like that at Disneyland or at California Adventure.
Oh, really?
In the summertime, they have like different things down their main street and that side of the park, and they were doing like a Tron theme or something.
Yeah.
And you could go and dance in front of this big thing, and your shadow goes up on this thing, projects it, and it pauses it at certain spots and like makes images, kind of like this, but not this cool though.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is pretty cool.
$1 million act? What do you guys think?
I think so. If they can.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I think you could totally like
It's
if
really
you
cool.
like Blue Man Group and like some of those other performers that have been in Vegas forever and do these sorts of things. Like this could be a full-fledged show,
Yeah.
and I'd be an hour and a half, 2 hours, I guess, and watch them do all kinds of crazy
And
stuff.
you can see they can tell a story too.
Yeah.
Numerous
Yeah.
stories. So.
I
That's
love a good
amazing.
story.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine like if they had like a full-on stage decked out for them,
Oh,
what it would
yeah,
look like.
that'd be
And if they
awesome.
replaced all the weird nerdy people with like I don't know,
Cool
like models
people.
or something.
No,
I'm just
nerdy
kidding,
people
I'm
are cool.
kidding. Nerds are cool.
Nerds are cool.
Yeah, they were doing their thing. I liked it. I was surprised, pleasantly surprised.
I want to see more of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after that, we had the slew of bad acts as usual.
Yeah, I wrote a bunch of odd performers.
Seriously,
I
it
wrote
was just,
slew of X's. Yeah.
And one of the people said, "The wilder you are, the more you're gonna get noticed."
Nope.
But no,
Who was
No.
that?
it was just some random one
See,
of
you
the
don't even
randoms.
remember.
Yeah.
Just one of the randoms.
Shows
And
what they
then
know.
we went to the Doppelganger Circus Sideshow
Oh
from
my
Michigan.
goodness.
I laughed so hard at this act, and I think we all know why.
Well, first of all, I have to say that I always say doppelganger. I've always said doppelganger, and I had to like listen so many times and keep rewinding it to hear what they were saying because I didn't know if it was doppelganger or doppelganger. Like, do you ever do like a doppelganger day on Facebook? We're supposed to put up a picture of
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
that looks like you.
Oh yeah.
Well, I did it and I posted and I wrote doppelganger and everybody gave me the hardest time forever. And I still, in my mind, I still think it's doppelganger.
Who'd you put?
Yeah, who'd
Yeah, I
you
was
put?
gonna ask.
Josh Duhamel. When my hair's kind of
Oh,
messy
Right.
all over.
I thought they were supposed to be like evil or something.
What?
Who'd you guys
No,
put?
that's evil doppelganger.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
put
who-
Mario the singer.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Who's yours?
Uh-huh.
I didn't put anybody.
Oh, mine is Andrea from making the band.
That's what
Danity Kane, the
Oh,
lead singer. I
yeah.
mean,
I have
come
no
on, we're like
idea.
sisters.
my buddy Karamo, actually the guy who does Love in the Wild with me on Tuesdays. He watched one of our shows weeks ago, and that's the first thing he said.
Yeah, I so
Yeah.
look like
Huh.
her.
You
I
do,
need to
for
look
sure.
her up.
I've
What?
actually hung out there.
You
We went
have?
to, yeah, Beso. a
Okay,
couple
how's the
years ago.
personalities?
She's fantastic.
Am
She's
I?
such a sweetheart. You guys would actually get along really well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's a good girl.
Okay, you should introduce me just so we can
Yeah.
like. Okay.
So back to the
Sorry,
circus
yeah.
side.
Look,
show.
we-
Dopp-
look,
we're having a
doppelganger.
connection over here.
Here's the thing. The LA Kings won tonight. Congratulations,
Yeah,
by the
they
way.
did.
So woohoo! So we only have one show to cover instead of two. We've got plenty of time. We can go off track all night long.
That's
and
true.
Nobody started the timer for us, so we have no
I
idea.
know we
where
have
are in our
no
show.
idea how
So
long.
thank you. So we'll go for hours.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so doppelganger.
Oh.
So what was it? Like
Okay,
a young
so-
child.
Oh yeah, the doppelganger
Yeah, it was
circus
weird. It was
sideshow.
a guy. Was it his girlfriend?
Yeah, it was his girlfriend.
And he was like, "There's not many girls that will let you come at them with a sledgehammer or a chainsaw."
Well, that's not a true statement, but I mean, I know what he's trying to say.
Was that a turn on for her?
I think she
Is
just
that how she gets off?
no.
Well, there you are. You
I
just
don't
went
think
there.
she would get off. Well, she didn't seem happy or excited at all. She just was like dead.
Well, let's just
inside.
preface
Yeah, she
this by
was dead
saying,
inside.
Yeah.
So-
let's
yeah.
just say they're from Detroit. Have you guys ever been to Detroit?
No,
Yeah.
but I know what you're
Detroit's
talking
kinda
about.
dead.
It's depressing.
Like that, yeah. And also, they said they met at a goth convention.
That makes sense.
I wrote
Well,
down
that
super
makes more
creepy
sense.
couple, and she's super. I use super a lot. Super boring, and she's really quiet.
Well, she's
And he-
28 and he's 46.
Was he?
I
Yeah.
did not catch
I didn't.
that.
I didn't catch that either.
Yeah, I
Wow.
wrote that down. I was like, there's a
Like, I gotta
discrepancy
say
here.
Yeah, she was just like, and what was she wearing? Like the pink and the
know.
fishnets, and he was all like creepy. Like he put a lot of time in. Again, he put a lot of time and effort into their costume, his costume, and had nothing to back it up.
He put the apple in her mouth,
Ooh.
and they blindfolded. Oh, when they blindfolded her, that was the first time I laughed because she had her glasses on, so the
They're all
glasses
crooked,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
And Howie's like, what are they doing?
And then he carves an H in her mouth before he even like finishes his
With a
act.
chainsaw.
With a chainsaw, and before he finishes, like she freaks out, and I was like, oh, did he cut her? But no, she got lockjaw.
She got
Lockjaw.
Yeah. Which that's something that I was gonna say is they keep making it more dramatic than it really is.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
they
with the
do.
cannon and I literally thought he cut her mouth and I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to see this. I'm
Yeah.
like,
And they show like the medical team
seriously?
and all that stuff.
yeah,
like-
that was so.
And
And, then
also-
the aerialist about to fall. Or
I'm
whatever.
sorry if they've been
Yeah.
dating for a while and this is the first time she got lockjaw. That doesn't say a lot about him. I'm just saying. I'm
Oh,
just
you
going
went there.
I mean, that's probably why he was really upset. Not because he didn't get on the show, because it just made him look like a buffoon on national
X-rated after
television.
show tonight.
X-rated. Watch out.
But
Lord.
but then it was funny because Howie was like, "Tell me what happened," and she's like,
Oh.
She couldn't talk. It was literally locked open. I didn't know that's actually what lockjaw was.
I think
never-
it happens occasionally to some people where it just like,
Yeah, and Sharon's like, "Can we
Collapses.
get a medic?"
But hers, it was to the point where they had to pop it back in the
Yeah,
place.
pop
and you
it
could
back
hear it
into
pop.
place.
Yeah, I've
That's
yawned
gross.
before, and that's
Yeah.
happened, but I've never had it to the point where I
You've
have
had
to be,
lockjaw?
not like that where I.
yeah.
But if I yawn sometimes, like maybe if I'm dehydrated or something, I don't know what causes it.
Dehydration.
Okay,
You killed
I
me.
mean,
You are some. That's why you think I'm smart, because you say stuff like that. So compared to relative to you, yes, I am smart.
Dehydration
Outside of this little room,
causes
I'm-
my lockjaw, guys.
But how-
Okay,
how,
alright.
How is this couple a show? I don't understand
No, they're
what
not.
they would
No.
expect to come out of carving pathetically an H on an apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what did the H
What's
even
next?
stand for?
An A, a B?
It stand for Howard
Horrible.
and Howie. Oh,
Stand for
better.
horrible.
I like
Or-
that.
You are witty.
See,
Tonight,
I
you
made
are.
up
You-
for
you-
it.
you
just
Yeah,
went
no,
from-
right,
no,
I
I
was
wouldn't
gonna
go
say.
there.
You
no.
went from not smart to witty.
Can I tell you my favorite part of this
That.
entire act, though? When
What?
she finally got her lockjaw cured and they were like leaving the studios, like going out on the sidewalk, she's walking with a bag of apples in her hand.
Oh my goodness, the irony. Right?
I was like, you didn't have to use very many apples.
Yeah.
You brought 12, but you used one
One.
and got your ass sent home. That was just too funny. I'm like, there's like the thing is about gothic people generally. I feel like my little brother went through like a little goth phase in high school for like a year, and he's totally out of it now. But I think it's really just kind of a cry for attention.
Yeah.
I don't
sometimes.
feel like very many people are really secure and gothic. I mean, maybe like Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
That's it. And I feel like when people act like this or they dress this way, they're because it's their way of acting out against something.
Mhm.
So they're trying to be something, and now they're going to go on TV and be like, "Look, we're gothic." Well, that's all you are, because you're also just really, really boring
Mhm.
and not talented at all. You know, maybe I don't know. I knew the second they walked out, they was going to be terrible.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're still together. I hope so.
probably not.
No.
Not with that lockjaw.
Why are you such a hater? I know,
I
right?
think they're still together.
That could come in handy though.
She honestly seemed like a girl that just did not care about her life.
Stay there. Stay there.
There's stuff.
Yeah.
Moving on.
We'll leave it at that. So the next group was Jada,
Oh.
and it was a pop. First of all, they weren't in sync. It was a pop girl group,
But they were
They-
good. Like they had good voices.
but they were offbeat.
They were offbeat, but they had good voices. I was like, you
I
know,
don't know about.
No?
They were
good.
terrible.
I didn't like it.
where was I? Was I just like,
They need to leave
I
it to
don't know.
Rihanna. That's why I put
Cooking?
on my notes. They need to leave it to Rihanna.
Yeah, because they sang a Rihanna
Yeah.
song.
It wasn't
did.
good. I didn't like
They're
it.
all they're
Yeah.
from Massachusetts.
We asked for more singing, and I did not want that.
Well, and the thing is, I feel like they thought they were probably good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Because
yeah.
you could tell they put a lot of time into their look. Their outfits were like they were trying to do the whole like Destiny's Child, like we all kind of coordinate and kind of match, but with different styles of dresses that are all kind of
Mhm.
similar, sort of thing. And it didn't work at all.
Yeah.
They were tone deaf.
Yeah.
They were
But that's
terrible.
what I'm saying. They were bad. Did you think they were good or no?
I thought they were good.
No
like,
way,
like
really?
individually. Like I was like, that girl has a good
Oh,
voice. That girl has a good
I
voice.
thought they
but
were
together.
tone deaf, and I am tone
Come
deaf.
on.
So
I
for
don't
me to say they were
know.
tone deaf,
They were
they
awful.
were bad.
Wow.
And I really am bad. Like,
I mean, where
have
was
no
I?
And she was on making the band.
Oh yeah.
How'd you get
So
on
she's
She
that?
knows.
the perfect judge.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't
He's
know.
black, and black people just love music.
Yeah.
And you can all sing better than we can.
Yeah, I can sing.
White folks can't sing.
That's not true.
We're like like I said before, like the UN summit in here.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like a little like miniature version
We've
of
got
the
a
United
hybrid.
Nations. Yeah. I'm a little Western European. A little German, Dutch, English, and Irish. I'm a
I
mutt.
like it.
Yeah.
I'm half Jamaican.
You're left half. You're left half, I think.
Yeah.
I see it. I can see it over
See
here.
it?
Yeah. All right.
All right, so
Next, we had mascots in giant costumes who said they go around the country entertaining people, but they failed to entertain.
okay, they were cute, but that's it.
No.
I thought they were really
They were
cute.
cute.
They
were really cute.
I wrote
They were
down
so
big
cute.
dancing blow up puppets. ... Nope! Exclamation
If
point.
they didn't
nope.
fall, I think they'd be
They'd
really
be
cute,
cute.
like dancing around.
I mean,
like,
they're
big
not
heads.
For a
like-
$1 million
It's so
act,
funny.
though.
Yeah.
No, they're not $1
but
million.
still.
And they just kept falling, and the one's like, "We didn't even get to the fun part yet." He was like talking in like some weird voice. I'm like, "You should have started with that
You
part."
could
I
totally
agree.
imagine them at a theme park entertaining kids.
Would you
Okay.
pay
Yeah,
$1 million
I
to
could
go to
see
that theme
in my
park?
kindergarten.
No, but like you would
So
spend $36 to sit down while your kids watch it.
I would
Well,
not.
Yeah, I would.
But you also pay $36 to hear a bunch of average like singers like walking through the park singing random fairy tale songs or whatever it is.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
exactly what they are. Is amusement park.
Oh, but they're not a
quality.
$1 million act though.
No.
No.
Oh, I
never
thought
said
you were
that.
saying okay.
Okay.
No,
okay.
no, no.
Back it up.
Yeah, you back it up.
But you know-
well, all right.
This guy was $1 million act. Cubby, was it Cubby or Tubby?
I wrote down Cubby,
What?
but then I thought about Tubby, and then I wrote Cubby again.
I got an X on him. Did he?
Oh no, he
Who
was
was
not
he
a $1 million
again? What
act.
did he do?
He was $1 million act.
Oh,
guys.
he's making a joke right now. Okay, here
Oh,
it goes.
oh,
He got out
wait,
there.
wait.
He got out there. He was confident in his robe, and he took it off, and he entertained us with his jiggling fat.
Oh gosh, now I remember. You said jiggling fat.
Yeah, he had on that like
think that's
hot
what it
pink like leopard spandex like boxer brief thing. Ugh.
And Nick says to him, "He's sexy and he knows it."
And he, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he did say that.
Ugh.
Nick's good.
I think he
Yeah,
was
he is.
entertaining. He
Yeah.
was very confident. He reminded me of that guy who got on YouTube and danced to single ladies in the leotard.
I mean, look, if like
Wait, if we're talking about single ladies videos, we have to mention one. You know which one I'm talking about, don't you?
No, what?
The heavy girl with like the big mask on.
Oh, the
mask,
clown-
black girl,
the
she
clown
hits her- She hits her head on the TV. You just have to look it up.
Okay, we gotta see
Okay.
that.
Get
okay.
on YouTube,
You
look
have
it
to
up.
see it, it's
It's
hilarious.
So
Beyonce
funny.
clown. Search for Beyonce clown.
It's
Okay.
funny as hell.
I mean, I think it's fair that he's slightly entertaining or whatnot because you've got a lot of famous people like Zach Galifianakis, Jack Black, who make themselves more humor and more fun because they're showing off their little jigglies.
Yeah, but that's not why they're funny.
But
Like, they
it
have-
kind of is too.
Well, okay, if he went out there and did a stand-up routine dressed
Yeah.
like that, that could be
Yes.
funny if that was
True.
part of his act.
Right.
If Chris Farley had just gone to auditions jiggling his fat, he was kind of genius, so maybe.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah,
if they'd
he
just
is.
gone out there and jiggled fat with nothing to back it up, then you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little different.
I mean, I'm not saying I would give him like $10 to watch him jiggle his fat.
I'd give him
no.
$10 to put his robe back
I'm
on
giving him
and
credit.
hightail
you
it
know.
off that stage.
Trying to find a reason why he thought that was an
Oh,
entertainment.
he's crazy. That's
Yeah.
why.
Mhm.
These people are all crazy. I mean, I really think that a lot of them think that they're talented.
Oh yeah, well that's why they risk, you know.
Although somebody like him,
humiliation.
that could have come from like a drunken bet or something. You never know.
That's true.
God, yeah.
I like to make these backstories and create these like scenarios.
So that they're not crazy.
Yeah.
Just like some
It helps
normal
me get
people.
through these acts.
Yeah.
Because they always do like clusters of these every show.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
bunch in a
yeah.
row that are like, what? Why are you
Mhm.
watching this? Oh.
Well, Father's Day is coming up, guys. So remember, if you haven't got your father anything, I haven't got my father anything. I need to get
Oh.
him something.
You do. Good thing you just remembered right now. The Father's Day.
I know, because what I need to do is go to AfterBuzzTV.com, click on the Amazon banner, and then I can purchase anything and everything for my father with my non-existing budget. And then I can get him something nice or crappy.
I wonder if they have hot pink leopard boxer briefs on there. You get those for?
I don't think Reverend Ennis would go for that.
Reverend.
Reverend.
You never know. I went to Catholic school growing up. You never know.
But yeah, go to AfterBuzzTV.com, click on the Amazon banner, and it will take you to the Amazon site. It's just like normal, and you can purchase anything and everything you want, and it will help us out, keep us here in Studio B and in Studio A.
Yeah, hopefully back in Studio A. And it doesn't.
I like this little
That's cool.
nest, you know.
Yeah.
This,
But,
this intimacy.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
Yeah.
I feel like we could all like hold hands. I'm not gonna hold your hands, but I feel like
Why
we could.
not?
Well, we could.
You know.
We'll see where the show goes, because actually the next part of the show is they play the song "Love Is in the Air," and it's a whole bunch of everybody's kissing, and I'm like, oh, really, great.
Let me look
But the
at you.
act they were talking about, blew my mind away. Eric and Olivia.
Mm-hmm.
They were a duo
Yeah.
of singers, and like we said last week, we wanted to hear more singers, and I really love really good singers.
Is this who you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
All right.
Yeah.
All
I,
right.
I took down a lot of notes about
Me
these.
too. I have
Ditto,
like a
let's talk
paragraph.
about 'em, yeah.
They
You
go
type
to,
up your notes. You are so look at.
they go to
They
the,
both.
We
Th-
type.
that's the organized
We're the
type.
organized side.
And this is
Not
the
over
smart
here.
side.
Chicken scratch. You don't even like bring a notebook. You just like tear a piece with your teeth. You just chunk off.
This
chunk
is
of
how it
paper
works.
and-
This is how
There you
I
go.
roll.
I guess.
That's how we get down.
Yes. But they go to the University of Texas, and they really were trying to play up like the lack of relationship the whole time. Like even Howard started giving Eric advice, trying to figure out why he hasn't gone for her yet.
Well, before they even mentioned anything, I was like, he's in love with
Yeah,
her.
Yeah.
You
obviously.
can
Of course,
tell.
he
I mean,
loves
he's
all
like
the
a
cute
little
girls.
lost puppy.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said,
She
they
knows
met.
it.
Oh
She-
yeah, she does.
She really
But
knows
she
it.
seems appropriate though. She doesn't seem like she's leading him on or using him. She seems like she's just genuinely probably appreciative that he has those feelings.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she doesn't reciprocate them necessarily.
So she doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean,
That's fair.
she's a really
Maybe.
gorgeous girl.
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
he's
she is.
a little chubby. He could use some proactive. Like
Oh my
he-
God! But
I
he
mean,
has.
he's like, yeah,
he
he's
can-
so. No, but he's really, really talented. But like, you put them next to each other, and obviously a girl like that, you don't necessarily pair her with a guy
why
like
not?
that.
I don't think so. I don't think she was necessarily higher end than he was.
She was
That's
pretty-
my opinion. She was
pretty-
pretty,
pretty
sure.
hot.
She's
Really?
stunning.
Yeah.
And she's
she's
really
cute.
talented. Like she could replace him easily. He couldn't replace her.
And then after she sang
okay,
too, like
got
it.
for me, a girl can be, she can be like good looking, but if
Mhm.
her voice, if she can sing really well, it takes it to another level.
Right.
So
Same goes for men.
Absolutely.
You guys want me to sing?
Oh,
Are you about to get
here
real
goes.
good
Come
looking?
on. Can we
Is
hear
this
a
is
little
this your
note?
Father's Day present? Let's
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, should I sing?
Yeah.
It's up
Give
to
us a
you.
little tune.
What should I sing?
What can you sing?
Happy birthday.
Sing some.
That's random.
No, do you sing R&B, hip hop?
Yeah, I can do some John Legend.
Okay, do that. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Oh wait, is
here
this
we
an
go.
AfterBuzz exclusive? Do we have those sound
AfterBuzz
effects in here? we're in studio. We're in studio B. We
Why
don't
don't
know
you,
how
why
this
don't you
works.
sing a Mario song? Like,
I don't like Mario.
Oh, here we
Here we
go.
go, here we go.
There we
Exclusive.
All right, here we go. Putting me on the spot. Okay, I'll sing "Ordinary People," just a little bit.
This
Just
is one
a
of my favorite
taste.
songs of all time.
okay, just a taste.
You ready?
Mhm.
Okay, go.
I remember the sound quality isn't that great on this mic. Okay, you ready?
All right.
Okay. Got my heart beating all fast now. Okay, you ready? Okay, here we go.
We're ready.
Girl, I'm in love with you. This ain't the honeymoon, past the infatuation phase. At times we get sick of love. No, at times we get sick of love. Seems like we argue every day. I'm done.
Oh,
You just
wow.
got me started
I had
and
no
you're gonna
idea.
stop like
I
that.
didn't know that.
All right, okay. Let's get a little warm in here all of a sudden. Who knew?
Am I
What
turning
you-
red? Do black people turn red?
Yeah, oh, you turning
I
something.
knew.
Yeah, you
I
did?
know.
You
No,
knew you
I
could
She had
sing?
faith.
I can just look at him.
I had
but,
no
you know.
idea. What are you doing in here?
I don't know.
With us fools? What?
Yeah, we don't sing.
I
Do you
can't
sing?
sing.
No,
I don't sing at all. Okay.
I
Good
used
for
to
you.
sing.
I sing, just not well.
Then I hit puberty. And it all went downhill.
But what I liked about these guys, Olivia's voice was like mesmerizing. As soon as
Oh
she
my
started belting
God.
out, and I forgot which judge said it. Was it Howie or Howard? One of them said they didn't realize what song she was singing at first, and I
Mhm.
didn't either. I was
Yeah,
like, this
neither
sounds
did I.
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
sounds great, but I don't know what it is.
Mhm.
And then once I figured out it was moves like Jagger, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved how she made it her own.
She made it her
really
own for real, yeah.
They made it their own. That's
They.
fair.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was good too.
sorry. You're
Yeah.
right. I'm all.
Well,
she.
because he may be the one who does the arrangements.
Mhm.
And he may
Yeah.
be like the brains behind it, and she just plays with her voice.
Yeah.
And
Did you
looks
know
hot.
she plays a cello though?
Really?
Oh.
That's interesting.
Hmm,
like that.
interesting.
Yeah, she's on YouTube. She plays a little. Cello.
Yeah, you looked her up. I like
Yeah, I have.
I wrote down that she's a little bit raspy, kind of Adele-esque.
Yeah,
a little bit.
That's what I
Right.
thought, too.
I
It's-
like that.
It's funny because remember when Sharon said she was like a cross between Adele and Amy Winehouse?
She was
Yeah.
like, "My
Before
favorite."
she said that, I was thinking the
Yeah.
exact same thing.
And then those are her idols too.
Yeah.
With a
Favorite.
little bit of Zoe Deschanel. Have you ever heard her
Mhm.
sing?
Oh.
Yeah.
Kind of like that weird, quirky, kind of awkward kind
Yeah.
of girl thing that's kind of really big right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's her name was just on The
I like
Voice
that
too.
word.
She did really well. Who's the girl that was on The Voice this season?
I know what you're talking about.
She was Christina Aguilera.
Oh,
Paveo?
Aaron.
Lindsay Paveo.
Lindsay
Oh,
Paveo.
no.
Yeah. Those types of artists are really big right now,
Yeah.
and they're just a little bit different, a little bit quirky, like those big, huge, like Christina Aguilera type singers. and those auto-tuned like Britney type singers, they're not really cutting it anymore.
That's what I liked about her, because you don't necessarily have to be a powerhouse in order to make it in the industry anymore. Well, you never had to, but it seems like
You
for
did
a while.
back before you were
for a
born.
while. Yeah, they wanted somebody with this big, powerful voice to really take the stage, but
Well,
now you can.
Now that Whitney's
Now you can be
gone,
J Lo
it's never gonna
and
happen
have
again.
like no singing talent.
Yeah.
J-Lo can sing. She all right.
Jenny from the block.
We're
come
all
on now.
looking at
Then
her
I'm a
like,
singer.
please.
Then I'm a singer. Yes,
I'm-
I can sing too.
Well,
then.
maybe you are. I don't know. I don't judge you. I don't know you.
A little defense about J Lo. I'm sorry.
I do love J-Lo. She's stunning, and I love all of her
She's a
music.
great dancer.
Yeah, I'll give her that.
She has
Wow.
great assets.
She does.
She does.
She's a
All
beautiful
right.
girl.
Oh, look at you keeping a straight face. Keep trying. Come on, see how long that'll last. See, there you go. So these two are great, I think.
Yeah.
I wrote down, put a huge smile on my face, and I underlined huge. Like, I love whenever I watch something and all of a sudden I catch myself smiling. If I'm watching TV, then that's how I know it's good.
Yeah, and then you take the pictures, don't you, of your reaction?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't
See?
take pictures. I just
Uh-huh.
recap in my mind.
Recap in your mind.
You know,
yeah.
I-
Mental pictures.
This-
mental
Mhm.
pictures.
This whole like love story thing, I actually thought for a second like the Hunger Games. You know how like they kind of play
Yes.
those love stories. Like maybe they might do that.
Yeah.
Moving on to the
Try
season.
to create something. Well,
Yes.
Howard
'Cause it'd be
said to them,
interesting.
he goes, you guys know what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And then they went off stage and Nick says,
Nick, yeah.
you know they got them vibrating beds in Vegas. And he
Nick
I'm
is
like,
so
Nick,
funny.
you crack me up.
He's the best.
They do
Yeah.
actually have vibrating
Yeah.
beds
And she
in
hugged
Vegas.
Nick, and he's like, "Go hug him, not
Yeah,
me."
yeah.
Yeah.
But she's
Yeah,
like,
I think
wanna
she
hug
wanted a
you.
little Nick. Yeah.
I think I want a little Nick too. Wait, what? A hug or Nick? I want to hug a little Nick. He good looking.
But then I was
Oh.
gonna say this was really controversial for me. Was Howie said that he didn't think it was $1 million
yeah.
act. I was like,
Yeah.
And-
you are delusional.
And I'm gonna later on when we talk about another act, I'm gonna talk about why they upset me too.
okay.
Because the other act sounded like her.
Right. And yeah, we're gonna talk about. He said they were more like a loungy type.
Yeah.
And I completely disagree.
I kind of agree
I mean,
with
okay,
him.
yes, it
I'm
was.
sorry.
It wasn't a strong like powerhouse performance,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it was one of those performances. Like, if I'm gonna sit in a lounge, like I'm not gonna.
Listen to that kind of stuff.
When you're in a lounge, you're there, you're getting drinks or whatever. You're just listening to the music like passively.
You ain't old enough to sit in a lounge and
Passively,
get
yeah.
drinks. What are you talking
yeah,
about?
that's true.
You are 17.
Because I don't drink, Father.
That's right, Reverend.
But when
Call
you
them
when, guys, I'm trying to talk here. When I can't even keep a straight face now. When we listen to her, it was more of this moment is happening now where I'm truly engaged in your performance and you are taking me in. You're taking my soul. That's how I felt like. Not like demonic type stuff.
I think
Shit
like
just got real.
her
Wow.
her sound would be more interesting if it had like electro sounds behind it or something.
I don't think she needed all that though.
I mean, that's just my style. And I
Yeah.
was just like, all right.
So you're on Howie's
See
side.
you at EDC, maybe.
Yeah.
I thought she was cool. I mean,
Yeah, I really liked her, and I was so surprised at Howie would say that.
I mean,
I
I
really
was
thought
like
he was
on the
wrong.
fence.
Okay,
Either
well,
way. I
well, the
would've been
question
fine
is,
with it.
would you pay $1 million to
No.
see her? I would.
No.
I mean,
would
not
pay-
$1 million.
I'm on
If she $1
your-
million acting, would you pay to see her?
I wouldn't
I'm
pay
gonna
50
agree
bucks
with
to see
you.
her.
I would
really
go
think
see her.
so
I would see
too.
them. I keep focusing on her. I would see them.
well,
Damn.
I also
Yeah,
think
no.
like you have to think like, what if she were on American Idol, or X Factor,
Thank
or The
you.
Voice? Then would she make it? Would she really make it that far?
Yeah, what do you think?
Probably
well,
not.
It's not she, it's them.
Yeah.
But I guess that's why it's America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Because
If
there's like,
she couldn't leave her
But if she
counterpart.
keeps doing like nice arrangements like that, if she had like a whole set,
Then what?
then I would pay to see her. I mean, I
Yeah,
would pay
me
regardless,
too.
but
Like we've seen all that stuff on YouTube. Darren Criss got famous that way. Darren Criss,
love
I used to
him.
watch
He's
him.
my
I used to
boyfriend. I
when he was
love
at the University
him.
of Michigan, when he was doing the Harry Potter shows and all that stuff. He did the very first thing I ever saw. Actually, the same younger brother that I was talking about that went through the Gothic phase. I think he posted a video on Facebook a few years ago. Darren Criss did an arrangement of DuckTales.
mhm.
Oh my God, he did that. He did Beauty and the Beast. He did a bunch of like different
The Disney
cartoons.
songs, yeah.
And I'm obsessed with them all. And I used to watch
Me
them like
too.
crazy. And then partially because I had a crush on him. But then all
I
of a
do
sudden
too.
he
We
was,
could
yeah,
talk about Darren Criss for
yeah,
like
but then all
hours.
of a sudden,
I love you, Darren.
But then he got picked up by Glee, essentially because of those things, because of his
Yeah.
arrangements. So maybe this guy, maybe there's a little bit more to Eric than we realize.
yeah.
There
Who
we
knows?
Go.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
You know what? Proactive. It did wonders for Jessica Simpson.
Oh my God. Okay, the next act
Saying.
was Rich Grossman, who was a 58-year-old opera singer trying to fulfill his dreams.
Yeah, and I love how he told everybody that it's actually not
Not that
that
hard.
not
Yeah,
that hard.
not that
Once you
hard.
know the trick, it's not that hard. And he
If-
practices in silence.
It was so weird.
He's like, I sing without singing. I'm like, you should probably stick to that.
I started.
After he actually sang, I was like,
It was weird. It was
he
weird.
got 3 X's pretty quickly.
Yeah, and I was gonna say also he got really flustered.
Yeah,
like when
he
they
did.
started, like, 'cause you know how Mere Money we were talking how he doesn't get upset. He was like,
Yeah, I said
oh,
every
yeah.
single time there was an X or some type of noise, he would stop and be like,
Yeah, he was upset.
He turned bright red.
yeah.
Like you would have a moment ago if you could actually turn red.
He
Yeah.
he hated straight up on Howard Stern.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
oh my gosh, I know.
He kept calling him rude. I don't think it's necessary that you need to be that rude to me.
I think it was pretty necessary.
I called him a sassy old dude.
I mean, it's like you're coming onto a show knowing Howard Stern is a judge. Do you not know who
Yeah.
Howard Stern is?
they're
Yeah.
called judges. They're going to judge you.
Yeah.
Don't be
Yeah.
shocked by that. And if you're that terrible, like, just be ready for it.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
polite to Sharon, though,
Well,
but Sharon was a little nicer to him.
Maybe he didn't know he was that terrible because he doesn't hear himself when he's practicing without singing.
Yeah. Listen, right now. Wait, hold on. Okay, I was just singing a verse in my head. I'm a really great singer in my head. I'm really good.
Okay, keep it that
But
way.
exactly. I don't ever plan on sharing with. I will never sing on here ever.
What else did I put? Oh, I put he was offbeat from the beginning.
Yeah.
But then what was funny is Nick started singing with him backstage.
Oh, yeah. Well, Nick, count on Nick to like
yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
like lift their spirits in any way
I
possible.
know.
You know.
He lifts my spirits.
You
I
do
like
like
Nick. I do
think
like
you
Nick.
do.
I like Nick.
I mean, there's no hidden secret here.
I feel
but
like Mariah's going to come after me one of these days.
Yeah.
I hope she does because I
So
would
do
love
I.
to meet her.
Yeah,
I would
come on
love
the
to meet
show,
her, actually,
Mariah.
too.
Yeah, Mariah.
Yeah.
Mariah and Nick.
Yeah, what you got?
And bring the kids too.
Yeah.
And one of your cars for me.
Aw.
Look at this guy asking for all that stuff. All we
Yeah.
want is you.
And the cars.
oh.
But the next guy was Eric Dittelman, the mind reader.
That was
No.
pretty
S-I-C-K
Crazy.
sick.
No.
Insane.
No. He is a fraud. You might have fooled me,
Whoa.
Timpo, but you do not fool me,
Okay.
Eric Dittelman.
Whoa.
No.
How's he a fraud?
Fraud. He can
I don't
see
get it.
He
How?
can see it. I know. Because what he does is he gets it taped, but you can still see below. Like, if you put tape right here, you can look down.
But
He
they put
taped
it
all
above
the way
his head.
down.
No, he
They put
could
the paper
see.
above his
All
head
right,
though.
No, he was holding it, and I seriously
yeah.
replayed it over and over and over again. Why couldn't Nick just hold it and put it above his head? He was holding it, and he saw it.
Wait, is that why
Yes.
he uses the coins? The silver coins? He sees the
Oh,
reflection
with
of
you.
then
them?
it would, yeah, he could still have
But
some
still,
room there.
I mean, even if it was like a hoax or whatever, it's magic, entertainment. Magic is a
Not if you
illusion
know the
too.
secret.
Yeah, thanks for spilling the beans, but then
Shit, I was so excited about him
I
too,
think
and
it's
right now,
Do you guys honestly believe
Okay,
that
well, I
there's
guess
this random mind reader in the
if you
world?
think
Yeah.
about it,
No.
though,
Why did he win the lottery?
I knew it was a
Did you-
catch,
Rich
but it was
by-
going to be
yeah.
fun.
did
I
you
mean,
watch
it's fine.
Heroes?
No,
I
Yes.
believed in every single character on that
Oh.
show.
Oh, look
I
at
should
you.
watch it.
or
Yeah.
Sookie on True Blood, she can.
Oh, you just got angry right there. Look at you.
Yeah.
You just about got aggressive.
They exist.
I got him. I'm
Eric-
holding back.
Eric, if you're watching this, please come to our show, and we will blindfold you with the way we want to do it. And
That's
Yeah.
right, and
Let's do
let's
it.
see if
Check
you
it
can
out.
read our minds.
Read my
I'm
mind.
telling
What
you,
am I
he could
thinking,
not
Eric?
Fool me.
Yeah, but
you
I don't.
a little feisty over there about him, you know?
Yeah, after Timpo, you ruined it for me.
Now, see, if
Timpo.
she- if
I
she's
don't
right,
trust
though,
anyone anymore.
If she's right and it comes out as a story, then we have 2 exclusives that start on AfterBuzz.
Yes.
That's right.
We're all over
On
it.
this side with the typed
The
notes.
organized side.
Ooh,
Look,
nice.
please. I'm gonna, you got a pen? I'll make up some exclusive shit right now because I can adjust my notes all night long. I don't type anything out. Just let you
okay, the
know.
Death Stars.
Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, but you can go ahead and
But it
see
was
how awesome he
entertaining.
was.
I mean,
Okay, it was entertaining.
come on, you see David Copperfield, you know there's a gimmick somewhere, but you still enjoy magic. It's
Yeah, you
the
remember how big
same
David
thing.
Copperfield was back
Yeah,
in the
I thought he
90s?
was
You weren't
really
alive
cool.
yet.
He made me
Emile,
love
but
him.
Yeah, when he used to do like when he flew,
Oh,
and they
yeah,
put the
he
rings around
flew.
him and show that there's nothing. Like,
He's kind of a hottie too. I'm sorry.
David
I
Copperfield?
think he is.
Whoa.
I know. I have weird taste in
you
men.
do have odd taste.
I do.
Oh, speak of the devil, he's on TV right now.
Look at that.
Oh yeah. Let's recap.
Okay, but the thing is,
He's holding the paper and he's looking at
Oh, that's
Howard
true. I didn't
right
even
now
notice that.
so that he knows what to talk about. Thank you.
Wait, he's looking at what?
He's looking at the paper down so he knows what to say next. See? He's holding this
You're
paper here.
right.
Thank you.
and there is some gaps right there.
I wasn't in gifted education for nothing.
He's looking straight down at those papers.
Yeah, you guys. How did you
Okay,
not know that?
Okay, well, what
I'm
I want,
serious. He's
what
a
I
fraud.
want him to do is, I want to see some development where.
Look at how close he's holding it.
But I mean-
exactly where he wants
where
it.
is he
right
gonna
here,
take this
y'all.
next though?
I mean,
Oh.
who knows? I would love to see where he
I
could
want
take
him.
it.
I
I
want
wanna-
him to pick somebody from the audience, a random member, and I want him to stand back to back and read their mind.
You know,
Yeah, that's what I want too.
I think he can go somewhere with this act. I mean, I know it's a trick,
You know
but
what I
it's
wanna do?
so entertaining.
I want to find him on Facebook and start harassing him because I'm so angry
Yeah,
right now.
please
Thank you.
don't be angry.
Oh, I'm mad.
He entertained
I'm
you.
glad I
You're
could
right
expose
though.
that. Thank
Why
you.
didn't Nick hold the papers from the very beginning? Like, why did you
Yeah,
even have
that's
to hold
what
them?
I'm saying.
You're right.
I am a skeptic now because of Timpo.
Oh God, I can't wait to talk about Tempo.
All right,
Oh,
well, let's
Okay, well, I'm glad
Yeah,
I could enlighten
let's
everyone.
move
Thank
along.
you.
You're so much smarter than all of us. And prettier. I mean, the two of you are equally pretty. I know that much
But I
about
just
girls.
exposed the secret.
But you're smarter than all of us right now.
just because
I'm a
I
little
exposed
offended
the
right now.
secret.
We're always, I'm always on your side, girl.
Yeah, I know. same
Team
with
Chicken
us.
Scratch
Yeah.
over here.
That's right, Team Chicken Scratch.
But next we had a. Okay, this is what annoys me. When they do like those quick performances where we
Wait,
don't
so
see the.
wait, just so we're clear, this is your annoyed face.
Oh yeah,
Very similar to the angry face and to the happy face, but continue.
you got it.
Yeah, got it.
But for they do like these quick performances where they'll give you like a snidbit of it. Is that a word?
A
Snidbit.
snidbit? It's
How
either a
about snippet?
tidbit or a
Snippet.
tidbit or a snippet.
Well,
You
I
gotta pick
combine
one.
it. Snidbit.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Snidbit of it,
Sure.
and we don't get the full performance. The judge is like, "Oh, that was so amazing," and like we're not able to see the full thing. And that's the same thing that happened for Summer Lacey, who was an aerial dancer, and she did like a
That's
piece
cool.
on chains. And they're like, "Oh, she's so high," but they kept cutting so fast. I couldn't see how high she was. I couldn't see what she was doing really.
I mean, that stuff is cool, but like, I can't imagine paying to watch one person up
Yeah,
the ceiling.
I would
like,
just go
it
to
has to
Cirque
be
du
with
Soleil or
a group
something.
of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen groups of them at every club I've ever been to in
Exactly.
Vegas.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah.
so. But she did it with chains, which was
It
kind
was
of
cool.
And
But
she was dressed like she was on True Blood and Fantasia for any
Yeah.
True Blood watchers.
look at you
And she had red hair.
thinking about
Yeah?
other things.
Yeah, she did.
I ain't mad at red hair.
Thinking about other things.
She was black though with red hair.
She was black. I'm glad you brought it up. I was afraid to. Now that you did, we can talk about that. I haven't seen many black
There she
aerialists,
is right
so-
now. We are
Look at this
looking at her.
timing.
We are
We're
on it
on
tonight.
it. Oh, look at, is she cute?
Oh,
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Not my thing.
No. Oh, here she go. Okay. She flexible.
I mean,
Yeah, they
look,
they do cut a lot, but that would hurt. Like the one thing she did at the end, where she kind of falls, unravels and falls.
Yeah, that was.
That would hurt with a chain.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
She flexible.
Sharon is
That's
so
a flexible
concerned.
sister.
All right.
Here, that.
but
oh.
okay,
Oh.
so moving along.
Okay. Mickey Jensen, guitar player and singer. Mickey Jensen, guitar player and singer.
Oh, she's saying Moon River.
I wrote, looks like Amanda Bynes.
Oh, it was a girl, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was the one who Howie
yeah,
said
here.
was
Nikki,
good.
Right
Nikki
here,
was
looks-
a girl.
Looks like
Oh,
Amanda Bynes.
Nikki. I put Mickey like Mickey Mouse.
Oh no, that's her.
That's what
Yeah, that's her.
happens when they don't put the freaking name at the bottom. I create Mickey Mouse names for them.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
but
yes.
Howie
okay.
said
Just little
that
snidbits.
I create all sorts of names. So if
Mm-hmm.
you need me to create some names for you, just let me know.
Multi-talented. He can
Multi-talented.
sing. Okay.
Okay.
That's where my talent is. But it pissed me off because Howie said he believed that she would stand out, but he didn't think that Olivia would stand out.
Because they sound the same.
Well, she was not near where Olivia was.
What?
Thank you.
What? No,
Mhm.
I thought like same person, different face.
No, okay.
Really?
The
I
only
thought Olivia's
reason
so much
What'd you
more
think?
talented.
I loved Olivia.
Oh,
Thank
she
you.
was
I think
young,
I'm the
she
only
was
one.
young and she had pretty eyes. So I think maybe Howie was like, "Oh, she has potential."
This girl's a little more. I wrote down she's a little bit more Alanis Morissette-esque.
Yeah.
A little
I
bit
can
more,
agree
which
with
I
that.
like because I loved Alanis Morissette growing up. You don't know who that is.
I do.
Okay, Jagged Little Pill, one
Well-
of the greatest albums of all time.
she got only a very small airtime. So
Yeah.
maybe there's a lot more to her. I think she's probably at equal levels. I would have gone either way with these
No
two.
way,
no,
really?
no,
Yes.
Wow. I love Olivia too. I
I-
just think she's so talented.
Hmm.
She's got talent,
Yeah.
sure. But I mean,
Well, America's Got Talent, but wait, what? Where am I going with that? Nowhere. She ain't got that much talent.
Well, guys, tell
He
us
got
what
talent.
you think on iTunes. Do you think Mickey's better?
Who's Mickey?
Nikki.
You
Nikki.
M-I-C-K-E.
Clearly, I
are-
don't like the girl. Do you think Nikki's better or Olivia and was it Olivia and Eric?
Olivia and
are better?
Eric or Nikki?
So go to iTunes and continue to rate and comment. Get us back in the top 10 because we get in the top 10 this past
Yeah,
week?
we fell a lot of that, but we were in the top 5 for a minute.
I know.
Yeah, you've been in the top 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just pop
Definitely.
in quickly and then we'll get out before anybody notices, I guess. But go to iTunes. Be sure to rate, comment, and share with your friends, because the more people that hear about AfterBuzz and specifically our after show, they'll see what a great group of people we are, and then they'll hear other after shows that we're on and other hosts are on. And also go to YouTube. Our YouTube is finally working again, and watch our shows, share it on Facebook, Twitter, and all that good stuff, and we'll really appreciate it.
Yeah, we would
Thanks,
love
guys.
that.
Specifically.
Specifically.
I hear Looney Tunes soundtrack.
Yeah, seriously. But the next guy, was it B-Boy Elusive?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
And he was the dancer. Yeah.
Cool.
I don't have much to say about
Yeah,
him.
neither
I
do
say he
I.
was a pretty
Okay.
interesting dancer, but he's no turf.
Oh, he
Okay.
did. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was for me. Because you know I like to bring up turf every single
Every
episode.
single
He's
episode.
not turf. But he did do the reverse worm, which I
Yeah.
thought was interesting. I
Yeah.
was like, how are you doing that? That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I can do the worm after about 9 shots of Jameson. I'm really good at the worm. I'm usually nude, but that's just how it goes.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
Yeah, right. I will not be performing anytime soon.
Is that going to be your act?
Yeah, on AfterBuzz Got Talent.
Maybe we'll
You're
all
gonna
do an
sing John
act.
Legend.
yeah.
I'm gonna
That's
get
true. It's
naked.
AGT2. AfterBuzz Got Talent. I didn't think about that.
We should do an act.
Oh yeah.
Our group number.
You do the video game / what were you gonna do?
Oh, I
The
was
video
kidding.
game?
I don't even
You're
know.
gonna do Irish dancing now with the nude worm. I'm a tap dancer and you're a singer.
And
Oh,
I'll be
you would
drinking
be
Jameson
such
now.
a cute tap dancer.
Oh, thank you.
I just imagine like little hot, like top hat and a cane, like a.
Yeah.
Oh.
There is some on my YouTube. That's youtube.com/Kyra Batte. You can catch me tap dancing if you guys are
Seriously?
interested. Yeah.
How have I not seen this yet?
When I was a beauty queen, I tapped. So that
You're
was
a
what I
beauty
used
queen
to compete-
also?
Yeah.
I know you're beautiful. I didn't know all
Oh,
that.
thank you. Yeah. So that's what I used to compete with. I was a tap dancer for my talent.
Oh, okay, we gotta go see
You
now.
got to look it up,
Beauty
guys.
queen. Who knew?
You're learning a
Right?
lot
Yeah.
about us tonight.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
Yes.
I feel like have we been drinking?
No.
He likes to
haven't.
be naked.
I love to be naked.
Yeah, being naked's cool.
I was born. Yeah, it's much
It is.
cooler than this.
I
It's so
was
hot
born
here.
naked.
I was born naked.
I mean, we were all naturally naked.
That's
Caveman
right.
period.
I don't look bad naked. I'm okay with it.
No one looks bad naked.
Well, some people do
Well,
look bad
yeah.
naked.
Cubby, I mean.
Cubby, yeah. You don't look
hey,
too
hey,
good.
someone out there loves him.
Somebody does love him, I'm
I
sure.
bet nobody does actually. I'm not so sure. You see those underwear he was wearing?
If somebody
I
loved him,
remember.
they would have told him not to go to the
Yeah,
show.
exactly. They would let him know he needs to stay, sit his ass at home.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Okay,
Alright.
so this is the last guy I was talking about who might be the breakout act of the season.
Oh,
This may be our Susan Boyle of the season.
it really could be.
Andrew DeLeon.
Oh my lord.
And, you know, I didn't really tear up, but he did have a sad story
Ooh.
where
Yeah, he
You didn't
did.
tear up.
I didn't tear
I
up,
teared up.
I cried. I bawled like a baby.
but he had, like,
Oh.
this whole goth,
Mhm.
Marilyn Manson-inspired
With
exterior.
the eyes.
But
Yeah,
he was
with the
soft
contact.
inside,
Yeah.
soft and broken.
Yeah.
Wanting some love. He just wanted some love. And I mean, I feel for him because I think I identify with him in a certain way because in school, I wasn't the most outgoing person until I got to college.
Last
Ju-
year.
No. But just because, I mean, I'm tall now, but when I got into I skipped a grade, and when I got into my freshman year of high school, I was probably barely 5 feet. This little scrawny kid. I mean, I was skinnier than I was now.
So,
You
And
were skinny.
moving on. So, but I really identify with him. And, you know, the funny thing was he talked about how he stayed in his room. I didn't stay in my room all the time, though. But he stayed in his room. His parents didn't even know he could sing.
He never sang in front of anyone in his
Anyone.
entire life, including
Oh,
his
there
parents.
you go. We're
Oh,
on
yeah.
it tonight.
So
You
that
are
would
so
be like
good.
an amazing risk what
Yes.
he did.
yeah.
And okay, I watched him, and I was so like, I kind of had a gut feeling about him when he first went out there because I always like to root for these types
Mhm.
because I can kind of relate in a totally different way. But like I grew up gay in a small town, you kind of keep yourself and you have your secrets and you know, and we all have our things that we're not comfortable with growing
Right.
up. Whether it's eyeglasses or whatever it is that you know that you're not comfortable with, your weight, whatever. And so I can relate to that part.
Mhm.
Before he ever went out there, though, I was like, this has to be an inspirational story.
Has
It
to be.
has to be. And he blew my mind. He sang an aria, and it was just, I could not stop crying.
Wow.
I watched it like 3 times back to back. I instantly then got on the phone with my little sister, who's turning 16 tomorrow. If you're watching right now, Mackenzie, they're happy birthday. I love
Well,
you.
it's my mom's birthday. Happy birthday,
Aw,
mom.
Happy birthday, guys.
Might as well,
everyone.
you know.
Yeah, but she I called her instantly, and I was just on the phone like sobbing. She's like, "What?" I'm like, just get on YouTube and look this guy up. And then I called my best friend Ryan, who you can watch. He's actually going to be on AfterBuzz Wednesday.
Cool.
He's co-hosting Dallas with me, so it's his first show. Ryan Allen Correa, a little shout out. But I called him bawling because just this weekend, yesterday actually, we had a friend in town. He had a friend in town, and we were all over watching YouTube videos, just crying before we went to celebrate Gay Pride here in LA. So we started drinking and watching YouTube videos. That's pretty standard. And so when this came up, I'm like, you have to watch this guy. This guy is incredible, and the way that the audience reacted to him, like, he went from like feeling like an outcast for 19 years to like in one split second he got all that love. And I think if he could have cried through those contacts, he would have, because you could tell he was trying really hard to hold it in.
He was crying.
Yeah, he
was like trembling the whole time.
I was like blowing my nose, like snot dripping down my face, crying.
Wow.
I was a mess.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm emotional.
Do you think he's gonna keep this look?
I think it'll evolve. I think that
It'll slightly evolve.
yeah.
You guys think? I think he's gonna keep it. As
I think a
same
little bit. I think a
signature.
little bit. I think they'll want him to keep that look a little bit.
It'll be like goth glam.
Yeah, kind of like Adam Lambert
Yeah.
on
Like
American
Adam
Idol.
Lambert.
They
Yes.
kind of kept that thing.
Exactly.
And that's his shtick. Like if he just was like, you know, regular white boy with like a short little like everyday
Exactly.
haircut, some highlights, nothing. But look at him, like he's so appreciative.
Yeah.
And look at him.
He has
got
to turn around.
Yeah.
I loved that
Yeah.
moment.
Because the thing is, when you are that type of person, you're that goth style or whatever, you're trying to hide everything from the world. And you could tell in that moment he didn't know how to handle it. He just had to turn around. And I get that.
Yeah.
I can relate to that. And I think it's got to be really cool because I could tell when he got the comments from Sharon especially. I feel like he's like a little. He reminds me like a young Ozzy.
Yeah.
Like he could be. Like he doesn't sing that way, but like his style and like his like
Right.
you know his
Oh,
soul.
that's cute.
And like
Didn't
maybe I think
about that. Yeah.
maybe I'm reading into this, but I'm like I
mean,
think that he was really.
You know, simply like you don't expect that voice and for him to choose that kind of song coming out of him, and that was what made it extra special.
Yeah.
You almost expected him to sing like an Ozzy Osbourne
Like the
song,
Beautiful
or like
People
a,
or
or like a
something,
Marilyn
you know,
Manson or
but
something.
he-
Yeah.
See, I
But-
can
So you
sing.
can
I can
sing.
sing.
Wow. Or he can do voiceovers for the Lord of the Rings trilogy
Seriously.
as a demon or something.
I mean, I'm glad he broke out of his shell, but I'm sure while he was in his room, he probably played a lot of video games. So that brings me to GameFly.
Oh, okay.
If you haven't heard of GameFly,
We don't actually do the GameFly ad here anymore.
I mean, you were so excited about that transition.
I was.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It was
I had
still a
good
good
transition.
transition.
It was a good transition,
I'll give
but-
you kudos.
But you know what? I bet he
E
doesn't play
for
games.
So I can
effort.
recover. Let's go to
You know
commercial
what?
break.
Screw games.
All right, commercial break.
Or not. We can just sit here and talk all
We
day
can just
long.
sit
Hang
Okay.
out, you know, it's cool.
Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Here we go.
Hey there, good buddies. The handle's Woolly Bear. I'm a truck driving man, but I'm not that old school kind of truck driving man, no. I like to listen to podcasts while I'm driving through these great United States of ours. And my favorite podcasts in the world are from AfterBuzz TV. And why? Because AfterBuzz TV is like a post-game wrap-up show for all your favorite TV shows, like Jersey Shore, Dancing with the Stars, Mad Men, and a whole truckload more. I like listening to my Gossip Girl podcast, catching up with all my fellow fans and getting all the latest news and gossip. No, I got some strong opinions. And AfterBuzz TV lets me share those opinions with thousands of other listeners. Woo-wee, what a feeling. I used to doze off on those lonely stretches of road. And don't worry, I got the cruise control. But now I'm wide awake and listening to all the AfterBuzz TV goodness. Check them out, give them a holler, and tell them the old Woolly Bear sent you.
And we are back. We're just chatting up a storm here. So this is going to be our little special segment section since we didn't have 2 episodes to talk about tonight. So first, AJ is going to quickly tell us about what he heard.
Yeah, a little news and gossip for you guys.
Rock and roll.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
TV News.
We got a rookie in here tonight. No, our little news and gossip. Our very own Maria Menounos, our mother, our idol, was on the Howard Stern show this morning and talked about some pretty touching stuff. I guess when she was younger, she 2 different times going to doctors when she was younger, she was touched inappropriately, I guess. And once by a gynecologist and once by another doctor, I guess, who apparently said that she had her belly button pierced. And while he was examining her in her robe, her gown, was touching the belly button ring and telling her how sexy it was.
What?
And yeah, it's pretty insane. And like, and that's the great thing about Howard. Like, he's able to put people in a safe space where they feel like they can talk about these sorts of things. And she's a very open person. She's very bubbly and outgoing, but that's a very personal thing to share. And I commend her. I think it's great that she felt comfortable enough at this point in her career to talk about something like that, because those sorts of things do happen.
They do.
You know, it's not something you just see in movies. That happens to, I would assume to girls more often than guys, but to people every single day. You never know, and like, you trust doctors implicitly. It's almost like, I went to Catholic school. It's almost like how you trust a priest, and so many priests have gotten in trouble over the years. That's something that we heard about for a long time. Now in this profession, I don't think we've heard as much about it. But maybe, her having the strength and the courage to come forward and speak about something like this can help other girls who possibly or boys who've been in the same situation.
I think it's a very common thing that women, it sucks to say and it sounds sexist, but it's not, but women have to kind of take extra care of like what they're doing. Like, we can't go to Runyon Canyon and trail run at night as safe as, like, did you hear about that woman who got attempted rape?
Yeah.
Like, in midday.
That stuff, it just scares me.
Midday. And I'm gonna say that, like, I went to go get a massage once, and it was from a guy, and he was like, I can massage you all day.
No.
Oh, and I was like, what? Like, these kind of things happen to women.
Yeah, it's just inappropriate, and especially if it happens to you at a young age, like apparently it happened to Maria. It puts you in a space where to this day, she hates going to the doctor. And that's understandable. So I think it's great. I think we all admire you. I think we commend you for being able to speak up, and we really, girls everywhere are going to look up to you because of this.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty incredible.
Thank you for speaking out on behalf of women.
Yeah. And thank you, Howard, for giving her that platform to, because I mean, everybody listens to Howard.
Yeah.
So that's all. I just want to say thank you. And we all support you and we love you, and we thank you for all of this.
I mean,
boss.
You heard about like the Vanessa Williams story where she wrote this book and she talked about how she was raped by another woman, like a couple years older than her when she was a kid. Like, all these things are happening.
But you have to speak out.
That's
right.
The
thing.
You have
like,
to spread the awareness.
Yeah, because everybody that this has happened to feels like they're alone until they can relate to someone else.
And then it's happening again and again, and people are going to keep on doing it until like they really realize like that is a messed up situation.
Until it's out in the open. So thank you, Maria.
Thank you, Maria.
Yes.
Well,
and you had some news and gossip, I believe, as well.
Sometimes there's secrets that don't come out by the person who wants to reveal it, but it will come out on TMZ.
Like, look at you! You lost that transition before, but you just nailed that one. That's a good one.
Tempo, the fraud that I called out last week. I am so pissed off about this dude because he was on the stage stuttering, and
that was good. That was good. I got that. Yeah.
I'm just so pissed of his story because he was a soldier who was in Afghanistan allegedly, and I mean he actually served though.
Yeah,
he actually served, but he claimed that he got hit by a grenade and that he broke his back and he had brain injury. And last week I was afraid I was going to get slack because I called him out and I didn't want hate mail from people who were Army supporters and all about the soldiers' cause. Nothing against that, but this dude was a little suspect when he got off stage. All of a sudden his little stuttering was gone, and even when he was singing, like I can't say that when he was singing I was skeptical because I've seen things before where somebody can overcome that condition through another outlet.
Right.
So that's not the part, but when he got off stage he was so excited and it was just not there. That's not something you can just turn on and off. Like, at least one of the words should have been stuttered. So next time when you're acting like you have some type of condition, make sure you follow through to the very end. With that being said, he's been all over the news, and he's getting, like, his family's getting death threats now.
Yep, death threats.
And not only was the whole story a little iffy with his stuttering, the picture that they used for it wasn't even him.
It was another sergeant. It was a sergeant.
That staff sergeant's pissed. Plus the whole, like, all these soldiers are pissed that he's been imitating, saying he got this condition. But the thing that is kind of, I don't know if you should feel sorry for him or if he's faking just because he got the outlast, because what happened was when TMZ first reported the story, he said, they're lying, I'm going to sue them, all this stuff.
Yeah.
But now he's saying, it's weird because for some reason, I really think this happened to me. Like, I really think this happened. But nobody can find records of this actually occurring.
There are records.
There are records.
There are records. The National Guard provided records that he was not injured in combat.
Exactly.
So he is completely lying.
But in
and
his
the
mind,
U.S. military is pissed at this man.
In his mind, though, he's saying now, after the fact, now that there's evidence to show that he hasn't. First, he said, there's so many undocumented sources where soldiers have been injured and hasn't been reported, and he's saying he's trying to be like the spokesperson for that. Like, this is just an example.
Maybe he has post-traumatic stress or something like that made him go crazy and actually start to believe these lies he's been telling himself, and that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
But
you
have to know that
the picture that he submitted
wasn't even him.
Wasn't even him.
And he submitted it.
Yeah.
He tried to get them to believe
But
that.
that's the thing. So he's aware that he's still trying to lie.
Right.
Well, he may believe some of these lies himself, but he's aware that he is trying to falsely represent himself to the country.
Yeah.
And who was it today? It was either Howard or Howie said that let's let America decide. Let's put him in front of America.
Yeah, he put that on his radio show.
I would love to see that happen because I kind of last week, I was internally sort of a skeptic, but I'm such a blue-blooded, liberal, anti-war type of guy that I didn't want to say anything just because I don't want to sound like I'm not supportive of the troops, because that's not the case at all. I have a stepbrother who's in the military. I support our troops. I do not support war. But when I saw his story, I was just so mad. And then when I saw that he wasn't stuttering off stage with Nick, and Nick Cannon was kind of like, huh?
Yeah.
I was like,
he was stuttering a little bit, wasn't he?
Mm-mm.
No?
Not afterwards.
Yeah.
Not
And
one
that's
bit
what
afterwards.
Nick Cannon said. He
at
said
all.
he was skeptical the whole time, but he didn't want to comment on the situation. But he said he knew that he was a fraud because he wasn't
And that's
going to get the
nobody
end.
wants to look un-American.
Right.
Nobody wants to come out and be like,
especially
unless you're Emile,
sweetheart like
unless
Nick
you're
Cannon.
a reverend son, apparently you can
Seriously, I speak
go
my
for
mind.
it.
I speak the
You got
truth.
God on your side.
I
say what
keep
you
it
want.
real.
That's right.
Yeah,
Lord.
I was really disappointed to see all those headlines.
I'm
on
interested to see
TMZ.
how this unfolds in the coming
Me too.
days and weeks.
But
Well,
go ahead.
I was saying today, I saw America's Got Talent is still going to keep him in the show, though. They're going to edit it, but I think they should completely edit him out and take him off the show.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't think
you
he should give
think
any
so?
more airtime at all.
I think, that aside, he has talent.
Don't care.
But it doesn't.
So we're gonna
Yeah.
let America decide.
But
to,
remember,
give him the boot.
remember what I said last week, and you agreed with me. Without that story, he wasn't that amazing.
Without the story, I think he'd be okay, but I wouldn't
Yeah,
be
I
like,
think he'd be good.
go Tim.
I think he'd be
So
okay.
yeah, I think he should. Yeah, let America give
I
him a
do
chance.
kind of see both sides of it, I guess, because there are a lot you don't know the backstories of all these people.
No.
There could be people that are going through Vegas that are rapists or child molesters or whatever we just don't know.
I'm sure
So I
there
get
are.
that
Yeah,
side of it. I get that side of it.
Mr.
but-
Special.
Mr. He ain't going nowhere. He went home. But I have a hard time somebody who lies that way about something so
Absolutely.
serious. Like when we've got troops that are dying for our country, and for him to take advantage of it that way, I think he needs help.
Yeah.
And I do not think the show will give him help at all.
Exactly.
I think they need to
let the
cut
show
ties and.
let the show let it ride, and you know what's gonna happen most probably.
I mean, they kick people off of other reality shows for much less than this.
Yeah.
You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? So.
Well, I guess the final thing with this whole tempo thing is, it's annoying me too how his wife's defending him, because
That's
even
what I was
today
gonna say.
she was saying how with the picture, we were rushed by the producers, so you didn't realize you were sending a picture of somebody
That's
else.
so ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. It's. I'm just so disappointed.
I'm trying
because
not to rush to judgment. But
he made
yeah.
me cry.
Me too.
I was sold on the story, and I was like, this is gonna go real far. And then the next day, TMZ, bum bum bum, and I was like, oh man.
How did they find that leak? Who leaked on him that it was false?
I think his ex-girlfriend.
Ex-wife?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
started
read
to be
that.
like,
Ex-wife
hey,
leaked
this
it.
is bull.
And what I don't like though is, okay, let's just say he has PTSD or whatever. What's the excuse for the fiance?
Yeah.
How dare she go in on this? And it's like, how can you go on national TV thinking you're not going to get caught? Like,
Money
that's
does
what
crazy
they
things to
national.
people.
How do they
TV.
think they're not going to get caught?
Well,
I mean-
if they're down and out already, they're like,
Yeah.
what do we have to
They
lose?
have nothing to lose.
I mean,
yeah.
also, AGT is also very embarrassed with what they did, how they didn't have a background check of this guy, and they put this guy on the air. So, I mean, their butts are kind of like red flagged right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he is kind of a problem to be on the show.
But if they keep him on, it's gonna draw some viewers that they weren't gonna have before, just to see him.
that's-
perform.
I
Absolutely.
don't know. I think that
Not for the long term.
I think the diehard like support our troops Americans in the middle of the country where I come from will not watch the show if he's on the show. I
Really?
think that they
Okay.
would. I don't think it'll help them.
What do
really
you
don't.
think?
I think that he might be on for a little bit longer, but America's gonna be like, we don't.
Did we just
he's
segue
not
into?
likable.
Did we just segue into predictions without
I
even
think so.
talking about predictions?
Predictions.
That was
Oh wait,
nice.
can I say something really quick before the
Yeah.
predictions?
Sure.
They actually said, okay, so this is the funny part. His family got the death threats, right? And okay, I mean, I could
Which
go
is
on,
just
but they're
wrong.
saying we're going to kill you and your whole family. Family members have received phone calls. They know where their house is. They're saying you made American vets look bad, and now you're going to suffer. Watch out. Okay, but ... Sources are told no one's called the cops about the threats. So the death threats could also be fake.
Yeah. Well.
And I wouldn't be well, now I'm just being mean, but I wouldn't be surprised
I-
if they were even making that up so we'd feel bad and stop hating him and blah,
I don't
blah,
feel
blah.
bad.
I bet he gets
I
death
don't
threats.
feel bad, but I
I
do
bet he
think the
does.
death threats are happening.
Yeah.
I think that's something that people would be upset
I
about.
think
to
they're
do
I
that.
think they're trying to write it out, and I think if they are in this to make some money, he could get interviews out of this, he could get a book deal, or all kinds of things out of
He
this.
could at least make $250,000 sometimes.
Especially if he's playing that I really believe that I have this.
Oh, yeah.
I really believe.
But you know, there are people out there that
Yeah.
lie to the point that they actually believe these things. Like, I had a friend who I just couldn't be friends with anymore because she believed everything, and it was to the point where it was offensive to me.
Yeah.
Like, he is offending America by saying, like, believe this story.
Yeah.
He
You know,
offended all
you know
of
what
us.
irritates me? We've been talking about it this long.
Okay.
I get irritated because I really
Oh God, we just gave him some more.
yeah,
fame.
the guy disgusts
Oh, yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're going into predictions.
I think,
Okay,
yeah, I
okay,
just-
yeah, back to predictions.
Not worth our
Okay.
time.
Now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Okay.
The lights don't change in here.
Okay, I am just going to say predictions like a lot of dogs are going to win.
Oh, still on those damn dogs.
Can
Wow.
you do a backflip like that dog?
Can you?
No.
All right.
I
well,
know it.
I mean, I don't have predictions. I again, I just want to talk about Turf because I love him.
See, again on turf?
No, yeah, I do love Turf. I do love Turf, but I like this kid tonight. What was his name? What was his last name?
Oh,
Andrew.
Andrew
De
De
Leon.
Leon.
De Leon.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
he
him.
was good. He was
I think
good.
he'll be a little a dark horse, literally and figuratively.
I still want to see even more singing and less sideshow acts. I think I've seen
I
enough
like
of them.
some.
Yeah.
Well, are the Alati dogs considered sideshow?
No, more like the circus sideshow, like
Okay.
the freak acts.
All right.
I mean, unless it's a really good one. I'm sick of seeing like the really bad ones.
I want some good animal shows. I want some good animal acts.
We haven't had one in a while.
How
Well,
about you?
I do want to still see some singers. I don't know who else yet, but I am very interested in next episode if they are really going to keep Timpo.
Yeah.
And if it's going to draw in ratings, I think I agree with you that it will temporarily draw in ratings, and then like everyone's just gonna
For,
get
like,
like
a week
really
or- yeah.
pissed off
Yeah.
because why would you keep him on the show?
Yeah.
So I agree with
He
everybody.
ain't that good. Nope.
There we are.
There it is. Twitter.
It's-
Where are you at?
Oh,
I know you're on Twitter.
I am at Emilio E Jr. and my website chasingla.com.
At Kyra Batte.
At KAORIOUS.
And I am at _AJ Gibson.
And that's a wrap.
Thanks for checking us out, guys. Be
See
back
ya.
next week.
Bye.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.